Right guys, there is a bunch of news and a bunch of stuff I need to go over. I'm sorry that I've been a bit slow. Work has caught quite a lot of my time right now, but I couldn't go without talking about all the new stuff, bro. All the new leaders and shit. It's so crazy. March 13th is gonna be like super stacked. FB09 is gonna be crazy, bro. So I'm just going to be running through the new leaders and the cards they've revealed so far and just giving you my thoughts and opinions on them. So obviously we've gotten the new key mechanic, which is basically putting a marker underneath a card, which is going to be a whole new resource. Whether this is going to be good or not remains to be seen. So far, we've only seen like 2 cards in relation to key, and their payoffs are pretty good. But we need to see more to see if key is going to be a resource worth investing time into, or if it's going to be like the evolved mechanic and just kind of flop on day one, which they've done before. So I'm holding out hope that key will be good, because obviously it's not just the generators that need to be good, it needs to be the payoffs. So first things first, we have the 2 new starter decks. We have Be the Key, which is a black starter deck, and we have the Phase of Evolution, which is a yellow starter deck. I'll talk about the black one first. So Goku is, when attacking, draw 1, 15k lead on the front side. It's self-awakening conditions though. If your life's at 4 or less, or if this card has 2 or more key, this card just gets +1 key, then flips. So doesn't draw an awaken, but this is a leader that could potentially flip on 8 life, which is exceedingly interesting. As we've seen multiple times, awakening earlier is actually better in this game, and I'm glad they're not shying away from making leaders stronger by awakening earlier. I think now, if you're going to make me awaken at like 3 life or less, I need to be doing something crazy. It's kind of like Khalifa as a leader just doesn't make sense to me. Like, why a crit leader awakens at 3, but then at the same time, she awakened at 4, she should be a different leader. It should be a different leader if you awakened at 4. It really, really would. But anyway, the awaken side. When attacking, draw a card, and then activate battle once per turn. Remove 1 or more of your key. For each key removed by the skill, use up to 1 battle card with Planet Namek and its special traits from the drop in the combo. So it's very much like Bulma, where you can combo from the drop. But this card can be crazy. It just depends on how we generate key efficiently, right? Number 1. And how many good Planet Namek trait cards we're going to get. We already have 1 in black, the 40k vanilla, 6 cost. That's got the Planet Namek trait, but we need more. Interestingly enough, this leader needs to have 2 keys specifically underneath it. So when awakening, it's going to have 3 key at minimum, like off rip, right? So you can combo 3 cards from the drop, which is nuts. So that's plus 30k, essentially, which is already crazy. So that's swinging for 50. So this card could be really, really powerful, putting your opponent from 3 to 2 with no investment. That's really, really powerful. And as far as I'm aware, I don't know if this leader is going to be specifically targeting itself, or if it means any battle card. Remove up to 1 or more of your key for each combo. I think this can actually be battle card or leader. If that is the case, then this card's exceedingly powerful, and it's going to have a lot of potential. But it all lives and dies by the key generators, right? We need to see, like, this leader obviously wants to have good ways to put key underneath him specifically. But it doesn't specifically say you need to remove key from this leader. You just need to remove key in general. But there's a lot of potential for this to be good. I really think this leader has a lot of interesting things going for it. Next up, we have the Starter Evolution leader, which is the yellow leader. We have Son Goku with the another trait, so that's already good. So on its front side, when attacking, draws a card. End of the turn, add a life. So this is like speed awakening, which can either be amazing or terrible. Then when your life's at 4 or less, draw a card and then add 1 card from your life to your hand, then flip this card over. So you're starting the game at 3 life. So that's already a little bit spooky. Like starting the game at 3 life, you, like I said before, to be awakened at 3 life now, you have to justify it by having really powerful payoffs. So the awakened side's just 20k. When attacking, draw a card. Also, once per turn, when you have 3 or more rest mode energy and you play a card with 20k. So when you play a card with 20 to 30k power and evolve, switch 2 of your energy to active mode. I don't know about that. It's interesting to see though, we are getting the evolve mechanic in yellow as well. That's cool to see, but I'm not sure. I need more context. I need, like, this card by himself doesn't scream very powerful, but I need to see more before I can give a full evaluation of this card. So it's just, I'm basically waiting, honestly. I can't really say anything else. For the set 9 leaders though, so we have Gogeta, GT. We've been waiting a long time for this dude, bro. This set might finally have a Vegeta GT, bro. It might finally get one outside of like the goddamn Super Combo and Baby Vegeta. So when attacking, draw a card. Awakening. Activate main or battle. When your life's at 4 or less, or you have a total of 2 or more ki in your battle area, flip this card over. So once again, it seems, well, this leader cares about the ki being in the battle area, but this is a leader that can awaken at 8 life once again. I'm not saying you're going to be at 8 life over the course of a normal game, but this leader can realistically awaken whenever if you have 2 ki on the board, which is very powerful. Then it's awakened side opponent. Your turn. When you have 3 or more ki in your battle area, this card gains 10k power. So it's a 30k attacker. The whole game's only you have 3 or more ki on the board. Then when attacking, draw a card and choose up to 1 battle card with GT in its name. In your battle area, it gets 2 ki. It's a little bit unfortunate that it's all reliant on the battle area and that it's locked to GT. It makes sense why it's locked to GT. This card couldn't be generic. Like giving 2 ki to anything would be obscene. Like giving 2 ki to a cantrip would be crazy. But you never know, we might get or actually no, we have a Pan GT cantrip. So yeah, that's already quite solid. So I don't like that it's completely locked to GT archetype. I understand why it is. But like this is just going to be a 30k attacker that can awaken at any point in the game as long as you have battle area ki. So obviously, if your board gets wiped, you're not going to have much ki, which could be quite an issue for this leader. But it reads really well. Like swinging for 30k for no investment is really strong, honestly. But this leader will completely be dependent on the board, and this is probably going to be the most popular. This is probably going to be the most played leader in set 9. I can't see it not being like Gogeta of SS4 is a fan favorite. But it's just a solid leader. It reads very well. The yellow leader is a Goku Vegeta with the another trait. So obviously this is from the Fusion Reborn. So draws 1 on the front side, activate main, battle when your life's at 4 or less, draw a card. Okay, so this has just got a regular awakening condition. And when attacking, draw a card. Activate main once per turn, switch up to one of your cards with another wild and its special traits in your battle area to rest mode, then choose up to one of your battle cards with the another trait in the battle area and switch it to active. Also, it's body swap. It's literally body swap. So you could just literally switch a cantrip to rest mode, and then you can restand a high impact card. That's quite interesting. Body swap as a leader skill is kind of interesting. It means you can get quite a lot of attacks in for free. It turns like any card into dual attackers as long as you have enough world cards. And they literally revealed the cantrip the other day. So yeah, alright. This seems very medium. Like this seems very safe. Whether it's going to be powerful remains to be seen, but it's not Badlands attacks, I can definitely say that. As long as it gets cards to facilitate its effect, it should be fine. But Body Swap already was a very set 1 card, but maybe it's better when it's on a leader as opposed to being an extra that you need to draw. Gogeta BR. So draw 1 card, awakens at 5. No draw on awakening because it awakens at 5, makes sense. When it's awakens 20k, when attacking draw 2 cards, and place 1 card from your hand to the bottom of your deck. Putting at the bottom is huge. That's insane filtering. That already is insane. Like the when attacking effect by itself already just makes this one of the most consistent red leaders to be playing ever. Like seeing 2 cards every single turn is crazy. Like not Namku, Satan City Wishes. Like being able to draw 2 and put 1 to the bottom is so huge for card filtering. You're just digging through your deck and putting your worst cards to the bottom, not to the top. Activate main once per turn. If your battle card with BR in its card name and Fusion Evolved was played this turn, choose any number of battle cards in your opponent's battle area that adds up to a total power of 15k or less. KO them. I guess this is gonna basically live or die by the fact if the Fusion Evolved cards don't synergize with the leader skill, this is just not gonna be a very powerful effect to be using. Maybe it's one of those things where like you only need to resolve this like twice a game and it feels good. It just depends. It really depends on the Fusion Evolved targets and from BR, and it's very limited in the aspect of if we don't get more battle cards with BR. That it's really unfortunate because basically it's just saying if your battle card with BR in its name and Fusion Evolved was played this turn, which basically means if you play Gogeta this turn, you can use this effect. That's quite unfortunate. It's just like in terms of longevity. There's not much going for this because in terms of Fusion Evolved stuff, there's only one Gogeta BR. Like, there's only so many Gogeta BRs they can do. But if they make ones that are high impact enough, it should be fun. Son Goku from TOP. So, front side 15k, draw 1 when attacking, awakening, when your life's at 6 or less, and you have 7 or more universe cards in the drop, flip this card over. So this is just Shadow Dragons, but with Universe trait. Universe is a much more generic trait than Shadow Dragon though. So Awakening draws a card, and then Auto, when you discard a card from your hand using a skill with Evolve or Tournament of Power in its special traits, draw 1 card for each card discarded. So this is filtering the deck. Also Blue's getting Evolve, which is very clean. Yeah, this seems quite solid to me. Like this leader is probably the leader I'm going to be playing. I love drawing cards. Decks that make I love leaders that just make my decks more consistent, and this deck does. That is why I was excited about the Gogeta BR, because drawing 2 put 1 to the bottom is crazy. The only worrying thing is how effective and efficient can we get to 6 or less with the 7 in drop, because it's not 6 or less. It's not 6 or less or. Yeah, it's a bit weird because if you can't awaken efficiently, this leader's going to suck, and that's really important. It has a good way to put universe trait cards in the deck in the drop without doing discard effects. So as long as they print a healthy mix of universe trait cards and mill, I think we're fine. Otherwise, we're playing the goddamn mill Gita once again in this leader, right? Because you don't want to discard cards to get to the 7 or less trait. You want to just mill cards efficiently. I mean, if they do it, that'd be great. If they don't, it's going to be a little bit. I guess it'll be a little bit of balancing, right, to ensure you can't just awaken super duper quick. But we'll see. We'll see. But I think this leader is super strong. It's very generic, very simple effect. Also, Blue getting Evolve is clean. Gohan Superhero. So when attacking, draws a card. Activate main or battle for its awakening. If this card has 2 or more ki, draw 1 card, then flip this card over. So you just need 2 ki underneath this card and you awaken immediately. That's kind of crazy. So you can, and the fact that you draw as well, I guess they're gonna make it a little bit hard to get ki underneath this card. Then opponent, you're in your turn. This card gets 5k power, so it's a 25k attacker for the whole game. That's really good. That's the perfect stat line. I mean, obviously you'd want 30 or 40, but 25 is, if you're going to take anything, 25 is also very clean. And it's usually universally the best number in this game. When attacking, draw 1 card, then this card gets a ki. Okay. So this leader is all going to be dependent on what are the payoffs for ki. This leader needs really good payoffs for ki. Other than that, we don't really know what the deck's identity is going to be, but it's got to have really good key payoff, since it seems this leader focuses on having key underneath him, whereas just like the Nanku leader, but the Gogeta cares about the battle area key, so very different from each other, which is cool. Not too samey. These are the 3 SCR reveals that they did. I don't know what they're going to be just yet. I'm very excited to see what they do. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably going to be playing Gogeta, GT, and UI Goku, so that kind of saves me money in terms of SCRs to pick up. But I'm very curious what these cards are going to do. I'm super duper curious. I'm very excited to see what they do. It makes sense that all 3 of the Gogetas would be the SCRs. Next up, we have some of the reveals already. So, let's just zoom in here. So we have UI Goku. He evolves by paying 2. Once per turn, you can place 4 cards from your drop to the bottom of your deck in a random order, then switch your card in a battle to this card in a battle area. That's really good. That's really interesting. So you can swing with this twice, potentially. You could swing with leader, use leader effect to convert this into a 40k swing instead, but you just switch your leader swing to this instead. It also means you can defend yourself really well, because if your opponent swings at any other card or your leader, you can just make yourself a 40k base, which, whilst this is on the board, 40k is really good. And as long as, well, they've revealed that Goku already, that 4-cost Goku, that you can discard cards to play out. So as long as you're awakened, you can basically filter through 2 cards. You'll filter like what, 2 cards from your hand and convert them into other cards to play this down, and then pay 2 for this. So like for 4 mana, essentially, you can play the 2-cost Goku, the 4-cost Goku that they revealed earlier, play this Goku. That would be, you could also discard an additional card, regain that card, then that Goku underneath it will have 30k, and you evolve, this will be a 50k. You get to swing 50k twice, potentially, and put all those cards back to the bottom. This seems really good, honestly. Like being able to convert a cantrip into a 40k base swing is really powerful. I think this card's going to be really good at helping you just 3-2 your opponent. Like, I hate that double striking is so important in Dragon Ball, but that's so what can you do? Also does mean you can't get double striked. And based on how this is worded, you can choose this card after the combo step. So your opponent can attack, declare combo, and then you can convert this to the target. It's not like Piccolo where it's the first action, you have to choose to divert it or not. So that's already huge. If your opponent swings 30, you're like, yep, cool, I'm going to convert it to Goku. If they swing base 40, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll convert it to Goku and give up a 5. This is a really good card, really good card. The other blue reveal is Vegeta. 5 cost, 35k, 0 combo, evolve, pay 1 over a TOP Vegeta, so I'm assuming the Vegeta is going to probably cost 3 energy? I'm going to assume that's how much it will cost. On play, discard 2 cards from your hand, choose up to 2 battle cards that cost 4 or less in your opponent's battle area, and place them at the bottom of their own deck in any order, then draw 1 card. So you get to, so basically you're filtering 2 cards guaranteed into 2 different cards, and then you get to draw 1. So you go completely net neutral so you get to go completely net neutral in hand, and then bottom deck 2 4 costs. That's really good. And that's not including the fact that you can still just play cards like Mai. You could choose to play Vegito if you wanted to. I don't know if Vegito's got the Universe 7 trait. I'd have to check. The 3-cost Vegito. If it has the Universe trait, then I don't know, there might be an argument to play it, because then you can bottom deck 5 costs. And if you're bottom decking 5 costs, then you can actually interact with the Goku lineage stuff. But to be fair, you have Kaba to do that anyway. If your opponent plays like Goku GT on T3, you can just literally play Kappa and bottom deck it, so you are denying the Bardock and you just eat a life. But yeah, this card's fantastic. You just filter 2 cards and then draw 1, so you get to cycle through 3 cards whilst playing this. Very, very powerful. And we don't even know what the Vegeta does yet. Hopefully the Vegeta is good and it doesn't cost because if the Vegeta costs 4 energy, then this card is redundant, right? there's no point in playing that card if the Vegeta costs 4, but if it doesn't, we're Gucci. But once again, it's the thing, like, I hope we can awaken efficiently on curve with this UI Goku leader. Yeah, next up, we've got Gogeta BR. So it's a 6 cost, 35k. It's got the Fusion Evolve, the new trait, as you can read it here. You may pay the skill cost of a battle card on top of a specific battle card in active mode, so it just means now you can actually swing with the Goku and the Vegeta, then pay the cost, and then this card will come in active, so you only have to pay 1. They have to be 20k or more of equal cost, which is a little bit awkward, but fair enough. It's how Fusion works, so that makes sense. When attacking, once per turn, if your leader's Gogeta, switch this card for active. Okay. This doesn't really synergize with the leader effect, so I'm a little bit confused by this card. Like, sure, I get to swing 35k twice, or it's probably going to be 45k if the Goku and Vegeta have a power buff underneath them. That's really cool, but it doesn't really synergize with the leader skill, so it's a little bit weird. I can't lie. It's good tempo swing. So I'm hoping the other SR, I'm assuming this leader is going to get 3 SRs. I'm hoping one of them synergizes with the leader effect. But swinging 35k twice is never bad. Yeah, the other red SR is 2 drop, 20k. On play, if your leader's Gogeta BR, add up to 1 life from your hand and look at the top 5. Move up to 1 BR in its name and then put the rest at the bottom. Like, it's called both, so as long as this counts towards, like, I'm assuming with the Fusion, I'm assuming how the Fusion Union would work, Fusion Evolve, sorry, works. If you have this with another name on the board and it's 20k, you confuse, or if you have 2 of these on the board, you confuse, because they count as both. If that is the case, then you're Gucci. I'm not gonna lie though, the searching in this game has gotten a lot stronger. Like, paying 2 to self-awaken and then find anything in your archetype is nuts. That's really powerful. And this can swing. This is a really good card. Really, really good card. So for black, we have a 4 cost Goku GT, 30k power, 5k combo for some reason. On play, when attacking, this card gains 1 key. Fair enough. Activate main once per turn. Remove 1 or more key. Remove 1 or more key. Choose all battle cards from your opponent's battle area with a cost less than or equal to the key removed by the skill and KO them. Then this card gains 10k power for each card. Okay, yeah, this card's great. This card's fantastic. There's literally no bad lines of text on this card. Like, this comes in, you can literally play this, remove 1 key, and then you can nuke all the cantrips on your opponent's board. If your opponent has 1 or more, just swing for 40 plus. And if you're against other decks that lack removal, you can just hold on to the key. Because this is key from anywhere. Yeah, like, remove 1 or more of your key. It doesn't say key underneath this card, it just says remove 1 or more of your key. So that's nuts. So with the Gogeta, if you choose to not swing for a big number, you can just pop 4s. And against like slower decks like green, bro, you can just hold this and then just pop like a 6 or 7. Especially if the leader, the GT Gogeta gives 2 key, and this gains 1. So like, if you just go play this, game 1, swing with it, gain another, that's 2. Gogeta swings, targets this, that's 4. If you pass and it lives, this swings, it goes to 5. Or you swing with leader, it goes from 4 to 6. This swings, it goes to 7. Yeah, that's nuts. That's really powerful. This is a must remove card. Blue, obviously, I can see being able to out this really easily. Red will probably have to play God Kamehameha. Yellow, I can see really struggling to deal with this card though. Like, this could be really ignorant against yellow, but yellow has barrier, so maybe it's fine. This is gonna really warp black mirrors as well, I think, this card. But yeah, this is a fantastic SR. Like, this is what I'm talking about when it came to the key payoffs. As long as we get an additional payoff at like this type of power level, then the key mechanics should be fine. But then the question remains, like, how efficiently can we gain key outside of like our leaders? The yellow SR is 2 drop 20k, on play, add up to 1 card. Bring life to your hand, once per turn, switch this card into active mode, then this card can't attack for the turn. Oh, I see. So you could potentially go swing with this, use leader skill, rest the dude, swing with this again. I see. And then you could restand it if you wanted to, or you could use this as the card you want to rest, so you can like restand something else. That's interesting. Yeah, so like you could swing with this, use this skill, restand it, and one of your other bigger bodies with leader skill, you can just choose to rest this card and then swing with that bigger body. It makes sense. It's still a little bit of a tame card in comparison to the other SRs we saw though, but it makes sense within the realms of the leader it's in. And then our first super rare extra, bro, special beam cannon or special beast cannon. It costs 1, activate main, pay 1, draw 1 card, and your leader gains a key. Okay, so this is kind of the way we're going to be putting key onto our leader. Fair enough, that makes sense. Activate battle, remove all key from your leader. Your card that's in the battle gets plus 10k for the battle for each key removed from the skill. Then if 4 or more key was removed by the skill, choose up to 1 Sun Gohan in your battle area, which is active. Alright, this card's fantastic. This card's fantastic. This can be used offensively and defensively. Jeez Louise, this is an SR. And it's a Hercule target, like this is a real extra to add back with Hercule if you're playing Hercule in this Beast Gohan deck. Especially that your leader gains a key on attack every single time. Bloody hell, bro. How do you kill a Gohan player if they've got like 4+ key on there, bro? This is like a 1-man and gain 40k to any of your battle cards. Yeah, this is an SR, bro. This is a really strong card. Recurable. I don't think it's searchable because it doesn't have the superhero trait, so I'm not sure how we're going to be finding this card just yet. Oh no, Gohan can search this. 1 cost Gohan, original Gohan can find this, of course. But yeah, this card seems really, really good. I can't lie, I'm very excited for FB09, bro. Like, it's evidently clear there's going to be a massive aspect of power creep, and I'm all for it because, like, I want this game to be more interesting. I don't want it to be to the point where, like, people can get handheld and win games like you could before. Like set 4 and 5, that was a little bit of the case. Especially when people realized how broken like Boo was. Like it was a lot of hand-holding broken decks as opposed to like where we are now with FB08 where we have like a bunch of really good decks, but everything is beatable. There's no definitively like best deck. You could argue Gohan, but Gohan can also just be beaten as well by a competent pilot. So I'm hoping we're keeping that momentum. We're making the cards a little bit stronger, obviously, because we're in set 9 now. I want to see stronger cards, but I don't want them to be so overpowered that anyone can play them, sort of thing. I want to be in this environment we're in right now where everything feels good. There's a myriad of options. There's no wrong choice to choose from the 12+ decks that we have available that are competitive, and that we can truly skill gap matchups if we're against a stronger deck. But yeah, FB09 looks bloody amazing, bro. I'm very excited. I'm probably gonna be looking at GT Gogeta because I don't know. I'm a bit of a GT fan. I love black, and there's a very strong chance my Goku GT deck is gonna be completely power crept. Even though I can play that new Goku GT, it seems it's gonna be way better in Gogeta than it would be in Goku GT. But the UI Goku also, MUI is like one of my favorite transformations. It's actually one of my favorite transformations in Dragon Ball. So I'm looking forward to using that leader as well. I love drawing cards, filtering cards, nice consistent pool of blue cards. And it's been a while since it looks like we're gonna have a good blue deck again, so I'm quite excited to use that. But yeah, tell me your thoughts, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.